Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. So, friends, thank you very much for subscribing my channel and pressing bell icon. So, we are going to discuss today life protection rules, life saving rules. That is different names every place, but the aim is same to protect the people from accident. So, what is the life saving rules? So, you can understand what is the meaning of saving. It is the protecting, saving the people from hazards, from incident, from any unwanted accident. So it is called life saving rules. So we are going to discuss about ADNOC life saving rules. So ADNOC, they have 10 life saving rules. First, work authorization means if you are going to work at site, you have to uh, get a work permit from concerned department, and the work permit, it is showing all details already. You can see in my previous video permit to work system, so it will show you all details. Say, but you, in short, you can know, it is showing hazards, precautions, who is involved in job, JOO, uh, and IEA, issuing authority, job performance, HSC, which equipment going to use, how many people going to work, and the location, duration, safety measures means extra safety measures required, gas testing, everything written there. So it is the best way to protect the people from unwanted accident. So second thing we can say mechanical lifting, safe mechanical lifting. Safe mechanical lifting means if you are going to lifting any items, so you have to uh, planning, you have to plan, and then you have to discuss with the ADNOC team. With ADNOC team, if they have some precautions, they will advise you to do. So for us, if they are lifting, we are not allowed to enter inside the verification area. If suppose the lifting is stopped and the crane is not in motion, so you can get permission from rigging supervisor, then you can proceed. But from your side, and lifting is going on and you are proceeding, you are passing through that way, it is not allowed to pass for you. So for that we are providing lifting plan, everything, so we can do our lifting work safely. So suppose sometimes we have in lifting high risk activities, so we have to follow according the procedure of ADNOC. So the third one is confined space. Confined space, if you are going to work in confined space, you have to submit before the work begins. You have to provide a drawing, and the drawing should be marked which location you are going to isolate, which location you are going to work, which vessel, column, everything written there. So you have to mention everything there. And risk work team members, how many members are going to work there, their names and their certificate number, and whole watcher, safety officers, everybody should be mentioned in the checklist. There is checklist available, so everybody name shall be there and their certificate number also shall be available there. So before you start, you have to provide the checklist shall be done, then you have to provide a stretcher, a rescuer team, so be a set. And as per the situation, what is the requirement, may, according to the client requirement, you have to provide everything. So BA said according the entrance shall be qualified, shall be trained from third parties, so they can enter inside the confined space. So we have to go fourth number. Fourth number is toxic gas. You can understand toxic gas means normally we are talking about H2S. Many toxic gases are available in field, but in ADNOC field we more hazardous, that is H2S. So H2S, you can, so it is a poisonous gas, toxic gas they are telling. So it is a poisonous gas, killer gas, heavier than air gas. You cannot see that gas. So we have to measure toxic gas if we are going to toxic area. So we have to follow the four number life saving rule procedures. So we can go five number energy isolation. If you are going to work in a pipeline, any electrical device, you have to isolate the area. I have to isolate the area, the people, barricade the area, and isolate the a particular pipeline or particular the electrical device, and you have to proceed logout tagout. So it should be logout tagout is it show the people who is working there and for what purpose they did that logout and tagout. So you have to follow energy isolation procedure. So driving. After that, we have driving. Driving is a very important thing. If you are going to site, you have to use the vehicle. So vehicle should be inspected from ADNOC, and the driver shall possess a DSD card, Mulkia driving license, and he is a competent person. He has to understand because sometimes they are driving in desert also, so he has to know how to drive in desert area. So it is many requirement already we discussed in my previous video. So we can say bypassing safety control system. It is also uh, there is like part of life saving rules. So if you are going to work in not live area, there many instruments are available like UVIR, ultraviolet infrared radiation. So you have to uh, contact ADNOC team. They are bypassing those system. So you cannot get any shutdown in that area because if they are getting any smallest part, it will shut down the unit. So before work, we are getting certificate with the main permit. We are telling CP, control protection inhibit certificate. That certificate valid for only one shift. When you are going to work, that shift it will be after finish work it will be invalid. So you have to contact with uh, JO, uh, IA and AA, and they will advise you the certificate required or not, you are working in that range or not. So it is a telling bypassing safety control system. The eight number we have line of fire. You can understand line of fire means you are in danger. The short things. Suppose the grader, loader, or any heavy equipment passing, and you are walking nearby that machinery, so you are in danger. Suppose you are walking edge of excavation, you are in danger. So line of fire means you are the person in danger, so you have to follow the procedures. Even one uh, big bus worker bus is standby, so not allowed to sit beside the bus, even front, back, or side. If you are getting any shade during summer, people are sitting due to shade, so it is not allowed because the vehicle can motion at that time can be accident. Many accident happen before due to this reason. So we can say nine number work at height. Work at height means everybody know work at height is very dangerous thing. I saw many accident in work at height. The people are not wearing proper full body harness. They are not their anchorage point is not proper, and they are not anchoring as per the procedure. So when you are going to working at height, you have to follow the working height procedures. If you are working this is the mostly scaffolders. If the scaffolder is working for erecting the scaffold, so he has to competent and he has been certified from third party. So if we are working more than 10 meters, it is coming in high risk activity. So after completion of a scaffold, we are going to work. We have to follow the procedure. Some precautions written on tag also. So we have to follow according that work at height procedure, work at height requirements. So in last we have hot work. Hot work means if you are going to work in ADNOC field, you have to follow the hot work procedure. Hot work procedure, any work which can produce some ignition. So we are telling hot work. So it is coming grinding, cutting, welding. So you have to get work a hot work permit and the suitable fire extinguishers and trained third party trained fire watcher with fire hoses and fire extinguisher, fire blanket, so housekeeping the area, remove all combustible, flammable materials from the working area. It should be at least 30 feet. So thank you very much, friends. My request to you kindly subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you very much again.